About to start, but before we get stuck into it, allow me to introduce to you all King Ruperta II, the micro-budget master. King Ruperta is a prudent investor. We are initially going to go for a trade ambition, but should that trade ambition fail, we will deviate to a farming ambition. We are only ever going to common tax, and we prefer to spend money on things that will help the kingdom long term. However, we like to keep a sizable amount of funds on hand in case of emergencies, and pay for an emergency if we can afford it. This is pretty bad, okay? This is a bad combination because I can only ever common tax, but I want to keep lots of money. I'm not saying that I'm going to print money to try and fix all our problems, but if ever I have the bankruptcy event, I'm probably going to keep the money. So, try not to bankrupt me. I remember last time my blood was offered, but we were loyalists. Yes. It is Baron blood. King Ruperta II, Ruperta I was a Baron claimant. You never know. Today could be the day. Now let's get on in. And have a brief look at the state. There's no bug. No bug. Bug is not here. Bug is bugged out. And welcome to the kingdom. Now, as you can see, a few alarm bells should be ringing. The patricians have the weakest stats across the entire kingdom for trade, farming, and military. Of particular concern is the patricians' trade, which is flatlined. They have no economy whatsoever. Their farming at 4 is okay, but if it dips lower, they'll start having famine-related events. The barons apparently have low faith that we keep having issues where they have cults spring up in the march. So it'd be nice to fix that, and it'd be nice to fix the patricians' economy. Hey, Trocanero, welcome on in. The king will serve for the good of the kingdom, so I'm sure the benefit will reach the march. Maybe. I'm okay with helping the crown if they help their home in the march. I mean, I can help you meet the 9th again. Welcome on in, everyone. It seems we got 10 nobles with us at the start of today's game. So, from the top to the bottom, welcome on in to all of our barons. We have Baroness Morgrim III, Baron Dean II, Baron Hentai Dad, Baron Sir Celebrity Slap II. Welcome on in to our 4 barons. Next we have our chiefs, so welcome on in all of our chiefs. We have Chief Whopper III, Chief Glinda the Good, Chief Bonkle. Welcome on in all of our chiefs. How you doing? And finally we have our patricians. We have Lord Patrician Trocanero, Lord Patrician Casual Hoy joining us for the first time and streaming How to Noble at the moment. Let me just open you up to give you a look. Hold on, there we go. And finally, Lord Patrician Captain Chaz. Welcome on in all of our nobles today to the council. Are we ready to fix the nation? Right, we're going to start as always with the path to victory. So I'm going to lock in on our trade ambition. Your Majesty. You have some big boots to fill. And with your mother, out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? But of course, I will, as always, be the architect of a new golden age. This always bodes well. I will fix the economy and make it such that nobody will want for anything ever again. A lofty goal indeed. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Oh dear. Welcome to Short and Dangerous. What? The king is a tyrant oppressing the good people of the coast. I've just got here. Okay, you would like this when I got here. I'm not oppressing you or anything. I just showed up. Alright, let's see who we're going to get glad hands with. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Alright, who's coming from the north? Hey, Bonkle, welcome on in. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Majesty. You'll need it, dealing with us lot. The devs nicknamed the Spymaster that during development. Oh, shit. Oh, Short and Dangerous. Okay, nice. I didn't really realise, but yeah, I guess she is like a slightly... We'll see. Next time she shows up, we'll have a look. Hey, Katori. Welcome on in. Katori's with us. There you go. In with the march. The barons are outnumbering the other regions now. Welcome on back, buddy. Who have we got from the patricians? Hey, it's Trocker. A pleasure, Your Serene Highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And finally, the barons. Hail and well met. Hello, Morgrim. Your Highness, under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. We'll try. Gonna try. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your mother fought so hard for? My Spymaster, she's half a head shorter than any of the other in a circle if you look at the art where multiple advisors appear. Ah. No bug sighted. First vote of the game, everyone. Eyes down. All we know going into this is my ambition is to raise trade. Your Majesty, it was an honour to serve your mother. But now it is your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Should I get changed into my waterproof robes then? It may be for the best, Your Majesty. Shall we call the nobles in? Alright. Well, for starters, I don't want to spend money. A religious ceremony is nice. That would help fix up the faith in the march there. Throw the king into the river. That's tradition. Outdated traditions. You wouldn't ban the coronation, would you? You wanted a party? No party. What happened to the coast? The patricians run the coast. That's what happened. One too many crab merchants, I think. And maybe a couple of kraken. Vote how you please, everyone. Options B, religious ceremony. C, throw the king into the river. And D, outdated traditions. The barons are out in force. Let's see. I know a couple of the chiefs are going to be lurking. Brocker, Glinda, if you're there. Okay then, the Chiefs are going to be having a wild card day, it seems. But there we go. We're going to have a religious ceremony in honour of the ninth god. Don't worry, Hoyt, you get to go to church after all. In the hallowed halls of St. Bertrand's Cathedral, the Archbishop places a crown upon your head before launching into a sermon. And that is why Ruperta II is the king, ordained by divine right, chosen by the ninth god, and elevated above all. The assembled nobles were plotting against you. Perhaps the threat of eternal damnation has given them second thought. Then again, probably not. Alrighty, so that's all clear, that's all clear. Bada bing, bada boom. Carla of the Slippity Slap bloodline, powerful marcher trapper, stands before a blazing hearth, shouting and swearing. Eyes down now, everyone, it's time to pick our schemes for today. When did the barons of the march back down from a fight? Never! I'll know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful queen, on the throne. Carla's looking repleasant. Bright yellow eyes, black skin, and this sort of peach-coloured hair. So, barons, what will it be? Subterfuge, doppelganger, or gunpowder? Subterfuge, I believe you're replacing the council. Doppelganger, you want to have a body double, take my place. And gunpowder is Guy Fawkes or Oda Nobunaga discovering riflery. Oh, that's everyone voted. There we go. Fantastic. So, tick, tick, boom. The Republic of Kurth has this substance called gunpowder. With enough of that, the barons could take over the kingdom. Of course, a sensible king would never allow one region to hoard such a thing. To do so secretly, the barons must ensure that their trading partners don't fear the king's wrath. To advance their scheme, the barons must lower authority to 4 or less in 2 seasons, authority currently at 6. So the barons are going to have to kick my authority down quite hard, quite fast. Ephra, welcome on in. There you go. Welcome back, Ephra III, to the chiefs. Lumi of the Glinda the Good clan, notorious northern elder, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, droning on as if in a trance. Lumi! Lumi's looking good, like this sort of hyper neon pink hair with the ice cold blue eyes. Chiefs of the North! We all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter, King Ruperta II. How do we make that happen? Right, what bullshit are you going to pull today? We got A, sorcery, so if you want to see some fig rolls. B, intimidation. And C, hornblower, if you think you can toot. What will it be? Ephra, I think it's going to be mostly you picking this. Unless Glinda's come back. I believe both Bonk and Whopper are sort of lurking. We're going to need guns to get rid of this fool we put on the throne. My family will set this kingdom straight. Need coffee. Please do not harm my cabbages while I'm away. Well, I mean, your cabbages are fine. You got 4 of them. 4 whole cabbages. Okay, Ephra is elected to Toot. And Toot we shall, maybe. The chiefs plan to dig up Oddheld's legendary horn and use it to take over the kingdom. First, they must win the favour of the gods by diminishing the kingdom's belief in the ninth. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must lower the combined total of all regions' faith to 12 or less in 4 seasons. It's 22 at the minute. You need to lose 10 whole faith, Ephra. Doing it for the love of the two. I salutes to Ephra in chat, please. That's quite a ballsy move. Marcus of the Captain Chaz family. Notorious coastal prodigy scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, muttering in frustration. We've got a redeem for tap the sign. Hold on. So Ephra, we've got a prudent investor. We'll be going for trade, and then we'll go for farming should trade fail. And yeah, essentially we want to hoard money without doing anything other than common taxing, so I can pay for emergencies. Alright. What is this bullshit austerity policy? This is peak roleplay. Aren't you so happy with what I've rolled up? Here we go. Fellow patricians of the coast. My claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Ruperta II. Something must be done. Alright, patricians, eyes up. Will you be going for monopoly, conspiracy, or corruption? These are all market manipulation based schemes, if I remember correctly. They're all the patricians' own flavour. Conspiracy? You want to lower my treasury? Very dangerous, very risky business. And Chaz is away, but 2-1 conspiracy it is. The Pats plan to sink the king under an ocean of debt. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 3 seasons. Oh, look at that, I'm 50 gold to the good. We are going to be alright. So here's our rogues gallery for this current game. We have Carla, a false pretender from the March. They are going for, with the Barons, the gunpowder scheme. And to start that off, they need to get authority 4 or less. Authority is currently at 6. Who voted Hornblower when me not looking? Yeah, Ephra did it. Ballsy move. Lumi, questionable claimant from the north. Looking to toot the horn. 4 seasons before they need to have faith 12 or less across the whole kingdom. You got your work cut out for you. You'd like to question the claim of Lumi? Well, many people are, apparently. And then we got Marcus. Simple little Marcus, merely an ambitious vassal. Going for the conspiracy scheme, the patricians are looking to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 3 seasons' time. Yeah, I feel like things could be okay. Right, let's have a look at the laws of the land. What have we got? Now then, for my king here, investor and prudent. I'm all about looking after money, keeping things. You know what? I'm going to do call for unity. I think I'd want everyone together. We'd all be on the same page. We'd have a steady, stable environment to build a better economy. Dear God, okay. Look at it. Look at it. That's okay. This. Let's begin, shall we? Stable kingdom. Yeah, exactly. Like day one on the job. Your Majesty, we in the March have finished a complete reorganization of our new army, What? Ha ha! It's truly a powerful beast now. Is there something you want? Wow! Funny you should ask. I was hoping the Crown might be willing to host some military exercises. The soldiers are restless. Please define exercises for me, Katori. We just need a suitable campaign to whet our swords and spears. An unbloodied army isn't worth its salt, I say. You are allowed to go to the council like everyone else. Here we go. Instead of a costly war, Your Highness, we could establish mercenary companies that fight abroad and take a healthy cut of the profits. Or if Your Majesty wishes to gain something more than gold, we should use our might as intended and make inroads into Tavolin, whose meagre army will be no match. Yeah, okay. Tap in the sign. Veto? What would I veto? I mean, you know, I'm thinking I would want to establish mercenary companies because I would want the money. So I've got to figure out, how do I get that? If I do a call for unity, it wouldn't be great. Oh, Christ, why are the barons doing this? Like, both of the wars bolster authority. You know what? I'm going to do a call for unity. And barons, come on, be on board. You can give me mercenary companies. And we'll all get rich together, okay? Make some grilled cheese. Please unify. That is not unifying. Where are the barons? Please. Oh no. The party lines. Oh dear. Oh no. Katori. Alright. Currently tied between A and B. Unity achieved. Oh, we're going to start a border dispute with Tavolin. I think that's pretty much everyone voted. 12 nobles. How many have we got? 11. Yeah, I think that's everyone then. Oh dear. See, you tried to undermine unity, and now we're in a war that we didn't really want. Citing a centuries-old agreement between the kingdom and the Ashmead Empire, which once ruled Tavolin. The Baron's forces soon occupy a small strip of land on the March-Tavolin border. The March battalions see action, but not enough, as the local resistance is paltry. Meanwhile, you await word from the Tavolinese queen. This is not how I wanted my reign to start. This happened because you called for unity. It's true. I will put on my makeup. This is clown o'clock. Right, fantastic first move of the game. We are now at war with Tavolin. I didn't want this fight, my liege, but I will sure finish it. I love how the chiefs all just showed up like, yeah, let's vote for this. let's send a march south. Oh shit. I didn't mean to click that. I was flicking up and down the map. Okay, well, here we go. We're doing things out of my normal order. We're picking the Honor Guard second. Ooh, exciting. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes, the patricians with champion gladiators from the arena, and the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Think carefully, your majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be Lord of Coin above all. Everyone misclicking? Oh, are we? Oh dear. People cheering for oily boys. What would I want? I mean, we did just start a war, so probably want the military men. These soldiers have fought more battles than they've had hot dinners. They'll be uncouth, no doubt, and won't adapt well to life in the palace, but they're loyal and tough as nails. Yeah. I wait your verdict with bated breath, your majesty. The veterans of the march. No, don't kill the Honor Guard, they just got here. I will make the arrangements at once. The veterans arrive a few weeks later. They march into the throne room in perfect formation before lining up behind your throne. Hands on their sword hilts, each soldier sports a bigger scar than the last. Alright, low on lumber. Your Serene Highness, will you tell these superstitious chiefs to get over themselves and let us harvest their trees? We need the wood for our craftspeople. I have told you 1,000 times, Lord Patrician, that forest is thoroughly haunted. You'll damn us all if you go logging there. But you sold us a logging contract, and said contract has no exclusions for haunting. Your August Majesty, the chiefs can't be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments like this. Well, you know what? Patricians have a contract. We ought to honour the contract. So give me A. In fact, no. I want to make sure we get A. So, yeah, hunting reserve. That sounds fun. Let's turn that off. No hunting. But yeah, I think A or B is only right and fair. I mean, after all, the chiefs voted for the march to go to war with Tavolin. So why should we worry about their opinion on what happens here? Yeah. They charged the patricians for a logging contract. They gotta Fess up to it. Oh, Horizon, welcome on in. Hold on. Where are you? There you are. Welcome back to the Barons, Baron Horizon. Oh no, indeed. But yeah, welcome on in, Horizon. And the Doctor from Frostpunk. It's been a bit, where are you? There you are. Welcome to the Patricians. Oh no. Anyway, with the Council's express permission, hundreds of coastal lumberjacks rush into the haunted forest and start hacking it down. But they're woefully unprepared for what they find. Yeah, it's not a good day, Doctor. The moment the workers cut into the ancient trees, they come alive, picking up labourers and devouring them whole. Panic spreads. The patricians withdraw from the area immediately, but the forest does not return to dormancy. Instead, trees start marching across the north, ransacking villages along the way. Uh-oh. I warned you. Now there's an army of angry trees on our doorstep. The greed of the patricians knows no bounds. Chiefs are mad always. Well, I think this is a good start to today's reign. Oh, the march is going to war with Tavelin. So, you know, war with Tavelin, war with trees, great job. We got our first auction of the game, everyone, so let's have a look. Chiefs want to bring down faith across the realm. They can do so with C, the observatory, to lower their own faith. The barons will want to lower authority if they can. They can do so with B, the theatre. Other than that, maybe the patricians would like an aqueduct to secure their farming a little better. But I think it's fairly safe to say B and C are going to be the hot ticket items. Chiefs hopefully won't rebel, that's true, yes. I'm going to start the auction. Well, here's the list so you can see how much money everyone has. I'll start the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Anything that doesn't get built will have all its bids refunded. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there is a slight delay on stream, so I will type in chat when I get to 10 seconds. Let's see, what have we got at the moment? B and F? Why F? What? Okay. Almost there. B, A. Ooh. Both Morgrim and Ephra digging into their pockets. That's strange. How come Ephra hasn't bid on the theatre? That's normally your bag, isn't it? All right. Let's see what Tavlin has to say. Sir, Your Majesty, from Queen Emmeline of Tavlin. Dearest Ruperta II, I regret to have learned that a number of soldiers bearing the banners of your barons have occupied the edges of my territory. I'm sure this is very unfortunate misunderstanding. Still, I ask you desist immediately. The consequences of not doing so will be severe. My gaunt will be watching as always. P.S. I know about your nut allergy. Damn it. All this time I've been talking about how much I love nuts. How could she ever know? Most likely the Gaunt obtained the information for her. They're a shadowy rumour, but we believe they are Tavlin's network of expert spies and assassins. So she's threatening me? I would assume so, yes. This is nuts. Alright, what should we do? Well, no, we're in it. So, I'm not interested in spilling any more blood. I don't care. You can continue to occupy the border, or you can go on the full offensive. You know, I don't like quitting. There's money to be made somewhere in this. I heart war profiteering. I mean, I don't particularly... I wanted mercenary companies. But apparently we have to go to war with another nation. Boom, boom. The barons continue to hold the newly gained territory, though some are clearly eager to push further. You hear nothing from Queen Emmeline, and her troops only provide token resistance. Still, you know you will have to watch your back. Alright, let's see. Your Majesty, ever since those bird-brained patricians tried to cut down our ancient grove, the trees have been rampaging across the north. You said the forest was haunted. Lots of forests are haunted. You should have said composed of ancient cursed trees that swallow people whole. The grove is older than the kingdom itself. It's no wonder it held such power. Please, Your Highness, assemble the council. We need to appease the trees. I think we can afford the wizard. This probably does count as an emergency. You will always pay to handle an emergency if you can afford it. There we go. Vote as you please, but I would prefer a wizard. Damn it all. Where's call for unity when you need it? What are we looking at here? 412. Okay. You send out a call for a wizard. You're expecting a kind of plant sorcerer to answer, but the one who eventually arrives couldn't be more of a surprise. Okay, brace yourselves, everyone. Before they appear, you hear a faint jingling bells approaching the council chamber. Windows start to crack. Finally, your wineglass shatters as the door opens. Apologies on your windows, your majesty. It is just one of those things. I can't help it. By the knife, my spectacles. Given Biz doesn't appear to have a jaw or a tongue, you're not sure how they're talking. It's not in your head, you can actually hear them, as can everyone else. What are the bells for? To make sure everyone knows where I am. I get lost sometimes and my apprentices have to find me. Oh. Why is all the glass around here suddenly shattering? Just like it happens around me. With often have uncontrolled effect on our environment. You don't look like you know anything about trees. Not trees specifically. And then, Lord of the Bells. I'm a wizard of sound and silence. I will help solve your dream problem. I'm able to give these trees a voice, so you might understand their rage. Meet me at the edge of their lands. Fisk ambles slowly out the council chamber. It takes some time to travel to the north, but it seems to be the only solution. Fisk is doing their best, okay? The trees continue their rampage in the meantime, even abducting hapless civilians from their destroyed villages. It's deafening. Yeah, that's it. That's Biz. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Men, Chancellor. Give me men. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Oh, yowie. Apparently I rolled a D3 as usual. Amidst the dark and foreboding forest, a small squat castle stands watch over the Marcher border. There at the end of the kingdom, a plot is hatching. Have the merchants from Kerf arrived with the gunpowder yet? No, not yet. They still fear the king's reprisals, not to mention their own government. Then our work is not done. We need to weaken King Ruperta II's grip. The Baron's aim is to lower authority to 4 or less. Right, well, here's the other problem. I only ever common tax everyone. So I'm still going to be bankrupt. Yep. Yep. Alright. Unfolding chaos, eligible options, and then bankruptcy. This is fine. This is okay. There is an unusually large number of petitioners today, Your Majesty. Triple Crownlands is always fun. The Triple Crownlands events. It just means everything's wrecked across the nation. Oh yeah, there you go. Short and dangerous. Alright, let us hear from the patricians first. A whole battalion of my soldiers has gone missing, Your Serene Highness. Oh no, Doctor. They've deserted, but I've no idea why they left or where they went. And what is your issue, Baron Horizon? Your Highness. Someone has been burning my fields and raiding my villages. They're much too organised to be some petty bandit clan by the knife. Yeah, I do see what you meant, Morgrim. They're like ghosts in the night, always gone before dawn and covering their tracks. Now I wonder if they could be the remnants of Lord Patrician Doctor from Frostpunk's missing battalions. And why are you here, Whopper the Third? Someone's been attacking trade caravans in the north, Your Highness. They're not even targeting anything in particular, just looking to cause maximum havoc. It's those deserters for sure, the same ones going after Baron Horizon's farms. So deserters are the root of your problems? There's more to it yet, Your Majesty. Payments have been siphoned off from our tax collections. A large amount of our expected income is missing. Someone has also been convincing the priests of the Ninth God to preach against you, condemning your war with Tavolin as an influence of the Seventh God. Tavolin? Do you think that's related? Absolutely, Your Majesty. Queen Emmeline is a cunning woman, and her network of spies is legendary. This is likely the retaliation that she promised. I'd advise caution. Anyone here could be on her payroll. Well, we must call a vote nonetheless. A vote. How are we feeling, everyone? I don't particularly want to pull out. We're staying in? Would you all vote A if I did a call for unity? Would you like a little bit of stability now? Now that stability is, what you do? I would not vote A. Who knows? Okay, well, I can't risk it. Let's be honest, people will pull out. I don't know why we ended up in this war. This is such a... God damn it, Barons. Why did you need an itch? Tyranny. Yeah, that's fine. Call it what you will. Anyone that wanted to vote B is a traitor. We had an itch, we could have had money, but it was war. Yeah. My mistake was doing call for unity on that vote. It split the vote. Oh dear. Your Marshal and Spy Master work in tandem to identify and bring to justice those suspected of working for Tavlin's Scorn. By the end of a week's-long effort, the ringleaders are brought before you. Your Majesty, the traitors have been found. Chief Bonkle, Chief Glinda the Good, and Lord Patrician Casual Hoy. Hoy, how could you? Well. Whose money is that? Hold up. Glinda's 6,000 and Bonkle. Holy crap. We're going to throw them in the dungeon for now. The offended nobles are thrown into the dungeons and their personal effects are seized. Wait, Bonkle, Glinda. Yeah, salutes in chat. 3 people in the dungeon now. The kill count goes up not once, not twice, but 3 times. So give me triple salutes. Oh, not good, is it? But it's good for the bank balance, and that's what we like. Finally, the conspiracy starts to come apart at the seams. The remaining Gaunt Ancients are systematically rooted out, and it becomes clear that Queen Emmeline's gambit has failed. After a brief summit, swaths of Tavlinese border regions are annexed into the kingdom, much to the delight of the barons. And just like that, it's all over! It's all over! Okay, bankruptcy was looming. Tell me about the bankruptcy, Treasurer. Your Majesty, I'd booked this meeting intending to discuss our financial woes, but you've solved that issue on your own. Congratulations on digging us out of that dismal financial pit. I owe it all to Queen Emmeline. See, that there was some... I know what I'm doing. Honest. It's not just a fluke. Bankruptcy never happens. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young man from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Right, what would I want? I want a man that's good with his money. I want a man that's looking after people. Doing some good stuff. A good Samaritan with a good bank account. Okay, yeah, let's see them, yeah. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see the eligible bachelors. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Torgir, firstborn son of the Northern Whopper clan. Apparently he can be a little shy with strangers, but I'm sure he's wonderful when he comes out of his shell. Looks like he hasn't slept for a while. Despite his terror of social situations, he's utterly unafraid on the battlefield. People say he nurses a grudge though. Oh no, he's hot. King imprisoned, innocent vassal, a chief, some baron, blah blah. It wasn't to steal their wealth. I mean, they were literally spies working for a foreign adversary. I'll be honest, I feel kind of neutral. Not good, not bad. From the coast, we have Lucian, wealthy heir to Lord Patrician Frostpunk's estate. I mean, just look at him. He's gorgeous. And apparently he's got a silver tongue too. He's frowning a fair bit. He loves to go hunting, which isn't a common hobby among the patricians. He's said to be led by his passions, living in the moment, with no thought for his reputation. Boo! Led by his passions, living in the moment. What kind of noble is this? And then finally, we have the Marches offering. Samuel, Skyner, the prestigious Katori Blueberry bloodline. The barons all seem a little scared of him, though I can't work out why. Like most of the barons, his great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from his crossbow. Also, he's notorious for using draconian measures to keep his peasants in line. They despise and fear him. Nah, that's not good. Sam the Orange? Yeah. But, being a tyrant? What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. The chief one was a neutral. I've made my decision. Well, which of them do you wish to marry? It'll be Torgir of the Whopper clan. Excellent. I'll make the arrangements. And, you know, that's nice diplomatic. Everyone's defiance has slumped down again. Alright, I'm very quickly going to refill my drink. I'll be back in a moment. So hang tight for me. Here we go. Thank you for your patience, everyone. I hope you had a good stretch, went to the bathroom and all that stuff. Lordy, let's go to the next season. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The treasury's not empty. The king won't be tempted by our loan offers. Maybe we could arrange some kind of heist. Oh, Casual Hoy II. Scheming away. Don't get ahead of yourself, Lord Patrician. This coup will be conducted entirely within the bounds of the law. We have our principles, after all. The Pat's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. Now then. Would I golden choice? Would I gamble? I don't think I would gamble. Would I golden choice? People are going to want it. I don't know. If I golden choice, will you lot help me out a bit? It is potent. You know what? I'm going to get rid of the veto. I'm going to take golden choice instead. Okay, let's start with talking to trees. I think this is going to be... You know the answer already? Oh. It's taken weeks to travel with your council to the north for your meeting with the trees. Fisk has assured you that they will be able to act as an intermediary. As soon as you approach the ancient grove, you can't help but notice the fresh stumps the coastal loggers left behind, and a field of saplings already growing in their place. Are you ready, old man? The grove awaits. You don't see any killer trees, but perhaps they're playing dead? Did that one swing its branch, or was it just a wing? Signal that you are ready. No, let's go into this with good intentions. Biz places their hand on a nearby trunk. Nothing seems to happen for a moment until... The trees are very upset with you, your majesty! What did they say exactly? Hold on! I'm getting something else! It's hard to concentrate on two things at once! Uh-huh! Mm-hmm! I see! That doesn't sound good. Cast your eyes upon the saplings before you, your majesty! The trees wish to replace their long friend, and leave you alone! These are no ordinary trees, nor these ordinary saplings. Long ago, this is what you called the cursed age. An ancient queen whose name is lost in time imprisoned the souls of her enemies within these trunks. These saplings contain the souls of your people, the ones the trees have taken. It's the only way to replenish their losses. By the 9th. Biz spends a few more seconds listening intently and nodding. Give us all for 10 the one responsible for their troubles. One life to save many. But I had no idea. Your Majesty, please. Your Majesty, please, don't do this. I'd make a terrible tree. anyway? Always falling over and such. Maybe you can be a fishy tree. Here's that! An English review. Another noble. The man you make very good trees. You can stand around all day doing little. Let's have a vote, shall we? Not today, your majesty. The trees are gonna rest us. Ephra, are you chasing the V still? I mean, Ephra the 4th. Okay. I'm gonna pay you all 500 gold to let Ephra take the fall. Yeah. I think that's good. Ephra the 3rd can become a mighty strong tree. You want to be... maybe next time, Doctor. There we go. 500 gold if you vote B. And it passes. And Katori, I see you. Taking a stance, I've notified your morality. Chaz, I love it. the one what in among the salutes. Might as well take the bribe. Yeah. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. Thank you, Ephra. You can't do this. I was the one who warned you against this in the first place. This is tyranny. The other nobles look away with shame as Ephra the 3rd is dragged towards the grove. Roots slowly curl up around his ankles, twist slowly upwards. His face contorts into a horrified grimace, and then freezes into bark. It's a lot of defiance, yeah. Now you can salute in chat. Ephra the 3rd has left the council. In their place we have Ephra the 4th. Today could be the day, Ephra. Today could be the day where you get up to Mark 5. Keep that word, your man, yeah? Your people, that way. When word spreads of Chief Ephra the 3rd's noble sacrifice, whether true or not, the common folk praise his name all across the north. The threat has passed. Thank God. Now what's happening here? Your Majesty, mass unemployment and unrest has arisen in the coast. Businesses going bankrupt, mills shutting down. People are calling it a Great Depression because it's making everyone miserable. Oh yes, my investments have all gone up in smoke. Well, I mean, you tried to cut down magic trees that didn't want to be cut down, so I mean, yes, Trocker, yes. And it's the same for all the other patricians. We must find a way to lift the coast out of poverty. Oh, I can't bail it out. I mean, I think B or C. I don't want to tell them not to buy turnip toast. I'm going to put a call for unity out. Please vote for B and C, whichever one you prefer. Of course, first things first. Ugh. I love unity. And so do the barons. Okay. Well, there we are. I think that's most of you. Across the coast, you set the unemployed to work building roads, bridges, churches, anything to keep them occupied, develop some skills and put some cash in their pockets. It's a startling success. The coast's dying economy is revitalised. Hey, look at that. We're good. The patricians, however, complain that you can't just give work to the peasants. They should earn it. The old-fashioned way. Well, the old-fashioned way has led to bankruptcy and ruin. Your wedding to Torgeir is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Torgeir at your side. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? I do, Archbishop, I do. Then I'll pronounce you king and husband. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband Torgeir turns bright red every time a host is called in his honour. Hey! By the time you find yourself alone with Torgeir, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. I know that feeling, yes. Hello? Hello. Nice weather for it. The wedding, I mean. You both lapse into a strained silence. Torgeir gulps back his wine. So, tell me about yourself. Not much to tell, really. I can't sing, I can't dance. I can handle the sword a little. He lapses into silence again. All attempts to get him to talk prove fruitless, and eventually he makes his excuses and heads to the spare bedchamber. Like him? Yeah, I think he's a good egg. An ancient legend is resurfacing in the north, yet the chiefs can't agree on where. I'm telling you, my aunt's second cousin dug up a horn not long ago that looks just like the carvings. Your aunt's always digging things up. I have it on good authority that the horn is somewhere in my lands. The sagas confirm it. I've told you 1,000 times, Ephra the Fourth. Doesn't mean hornblower in the old tongue, it means blower of... Enough! If we're to recover the horn, we must earn the god's favour. And while you two bigger, our enemies in the Ninth Church grow stronger. Chief's aim is to lower all regions' combined faith to 12 or less. Well, look at that. Somehow we are blessed today. All three of our schemes have hit a point where they can't go forward on their first level. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before the Barons or the Pats break through. But yeah, even the Chiefs have made good headway. Got to get 7 more faith. So they've made 3 ticks. Alright, a mysterious ship. Your Highness, a shipwreck has appeared on the edge of my estate. It's not even from the March. Its name is the Kestrid, and it bears a northern flag. That vessel went missing a few months back. We feared she was lost at sea. Well, she's been found on land, right on top of my favourite picnic spot. My common folk discovered only one survivor on board, a northern sailor. He claims to remember nothing of what happened. Oh, me head's killing me. That's been ever since I woke up. I'll be honest, you look awful. I feel awful, Your Highness. I swear I didn't do anything. Last I remember we were sailing along northern waters, then nothing. This poor soul needs looking after. We must care for him in one of our monasteries. Nay, we must interrogate him further. I must know why this ship is on my land. This isn't really an emergency, I don't think. But yeah, I think sending them to a monastery is pretty good. Yeah, but it's not like people are dying, it's a weird anomaly. I'll pay you money to send the sailor to a monastery. Vote how you will, though. Golden choice on A, everyone. Okay, golden choice on A. Final call if you've yet to vote. Call the SCP, Special Church Procedures. Also known as a hammer to the head. Whopper, did you get in? Yeah, you did. Sailor is sent to a northern monastery where he can recover in comfort. The Archbishop assures you that he will receive the best of care and that you'll be the first to know if anything changes. Very good, very nice. Late night visit, rising tempers, okay. One evening you're sorting through... Oh, it's this one, okay. You're sorting through paperwork in your office when Baron Celebrity Slap II appears in your door, swaying slightly and stinking of booze. Oh, your majesty. So sorry to speak to you in this condition. Ninth above, man, you're drunk. Guilty? As charged. I just need to tell you that if the Archbishop asks you about what happened to his hat, tell him I'll pay for a new one. I was desperate and the privy was occupied. He stumbles away, knocking over a priceless vase. You make a mental note to charge them for the damage. Oh dear, not his hat indeed. Ready for it, he's about to descend, the hatless Archie. Surely not a coincidence that the Archbishop arrives at your throne room the next day, looking even grumpier than usual and hatless. Your Majesty, there is a plague afflicting this kingdom. A curse more powerful than any wizard could cast. I speak, of course, of alcohol. People are spending their evenings in alehouses rather than in prayer. We must ban this vile vice. I'm gonna say limited. I don't think I would sell it all, make it all illegal. Whoa. There we go. What? What is this? How did we get here? Oh no! I completely misread this. I didn't think I'd have to work so hard to get C. To get B, rather. Yeah, who are these dry chiefs? Look at this. Bonkle and Ephra. Your proclamation rings across the realm. No more alcohol for anyone on pain of death. Alehouses are destroyed and thousands of gallons of beer are poured down the drains. The reaction is swift. Holy! The chiefs now have a shot. Holy crap. Riots break out across the kingdom. Illegal drinking rooms spring up in every village. Smugglers become wealthy beyond their wildest dreams. The church is reviled. A few months later, with great embarrassment, you're forced to repeal the law before the entire kingdom falls into chaos. Alright. I see. Ruperta, I have something I need to discuss with you. Baron Hentai Dad challenged my honor, calling me a coward, only fit to fight training dummies. Must duel them at once. What little reputation I have depends upon it. Alright, as long as you're careful. By the old gods, I will be. Don't worry. Oh, the last of my yogurt-coated cranberries. The very next day, Baron Hentai Dad is summoned to the fighting ring for the much-anticipated duel. You've always been a coward, Torgeir. Don't worry, there's still time to back down. We're going to cheer for Torgeir. Baron Hentai Dad, challenge my honour is a funny sentence, yeah. Torgeir grins ever so slightly. The two combatants circle each other like lions, their axes drawn and pointed at each other. When they finally come to blows, the fight is over almost as quickly as it begins. A quick parry here, a thrust there, and suddenly Baron Hentai is holding up their hands in a display of surrender. You fought well fought. You win. Torgeir looks positively jubilant. He's proven his valour and vindicate the family name. Okay, there we go. Right, another auction. Let's have a look. Barons only need to buy B the theatre, and they will pass their scheme. But F the monument would sort of push them off for a bit. The chiefs would like D the observatory to lower faith a little bit more, whereas E the cathedral would build it up again. The Pats are waiting for treasury, which they can't interact with here. Here is everyone and their money. We're going to start the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. The top two items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. You have about 40 seconds to get all your funding in. But there is a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when we have 10 seconds left. Boom! Go, go, go! Alright, B and F it looks like. Excellent. Authority goes up, authority comes down. What are we doing here exactly? The chiefs can rebel. Chiefs, type rebel in chat. Yeah, okay. Ephra wants to lead it. Strange crops, a contested wreck. Alright. The harvest in the coast has been an utter disaster. Look at this turnip. Don't point your turnip at me. The turnip is riddled with rot and twisted into the grotesque shape of a skull. Half the harvest is like this. We need help if we're going to get through the winter. think D would be the best, so I'm going to pay you for that. 500 gold if you vote D. Give me that D. Alright, what are we looking at here? Wow, look at this unity. It's nice to know that you can just dangle a bit of money in front of the nobles. Thank you, Your Serene Highness. A most fair judgment. Fair, you call it? Oh no, then we should share our hard-earned grain and get nothing in return? The free market could have solved this problem, Your Highness. Although the other nobles grumble, redistributing grain from the granaries does save the coast from a starving winter. You also send dozens of scholars from the university to examine the field and the coast. Hopefully they can identify the cause and prevent this from happening again. The contested wreck. An opportunity, Your Serene Highness. Hello, Hoy the Second. A Kerr ship sunk last week just off our coast. I request permission to salvage the wreckage. Kerr vessels are always full of valuable things. Wait. Might be off your coast, but it's in our waters. By the old gods, in fact, it's closer to our city of Birgit than any of yours. But you ceded those waters years ago in exchange for a chest of silver. You are having money problems. Your Serene Highness, esteemed council, do not let this liar fool you. Let's try and cheer the chiefs up a bit. Let's try and get Ephra the Fourth eaten by a shark. I don't think that can happen. Would be interesting if we could. I think we want the chiefs to mellow out a bit, so best give it to them. Very good. Well, but it's in our waters. Move over. The council's word is final, isn't it? The operation goes ahead and yields a great bounty for the chiefs. Spices from Atesh, soulish pearls, and a strange music box that sends everyone to sleep. Speaking of which, I am, for some reason, tired. Damn, I really need to get a better night's sleep. Your marriage to Torgeir has grown stale. What? Get along well enough and you've made some good memories together, but there's no spark. Cares more about perfecting his combat moves than your happiness. But spark or no spark, you still need an heir. I thought we were good, Torgeir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. While you were ruling the kingdom, I was practicing the blade. and now you need an heir. You come to me for help. You know. Just get a cousin. An entirely sensible idea. I will make the arrangements at once. Damn, we got a rebellion. Common tax for everyone. Well, he don't like me. I try not to have children with people that don't particularly like me. Okay, Sailor recovers. Let's start with that, and then we'll work through Rebellion and then Opening Strike. The Honor Guard are the Barons, the veterans. Your Majesty, remember that sailor who was found in the march, Your Majesty? The fellow who lost his memory? The very one. He's joined the rebels. But more importantly, they're having trouble with our troops around Barren Horizons land. They get disorientated when they venture too close. One of my squads was captured that way. Who knows what information they ended up giving to the enemy? Wait, what? I've warned people to stay away. Is it a bug? Was it meant to give the Barons military? Okay, alright. Sailor recovers. Might have a bug if there's a war on. Put it on the list. Yeah, can someone clip it? Yeah, because that doesn't match up what the Marshal just said. Long last, the chiefs have reached their boiling point. You're confronted in your throne room by Chief Whopper III, the tattoos seeming to shift in the light of the braziers. The chiefs of the north will rip the false crown from your head and stomp it into the mud. We will be fighting for glory, for honour and for Lumi, the true monarch. This is a formal declaration of war. Next time we see each other, we'll be on the battlefield. I mean, Whopper, you're like my mother-in-law. So I'm going to let you pass. One day I'll see your head on a spike. There will be many heads on spikes before this war is over. Mine will not be among them. Chief Whopper strides from your throne room without looking back. Oh, did you want to die? Sorry. Oh, thank you, Bonk, for making that clip. I didn't expect them to move so boldly, Your Majesty. What are our chances against the rebels? Let me put it this way, Your Majesty. Everyone in the palace who understands the situation has wet themselves. How did things get this bad? Did you want to die? Sorry. Me not fussed either way. Oh, okay. Fair play. Yeah. Say it aloud next time and I'll, if you ask me, I don't mind bending my roleplay a little bit to accommodate what people want. The leader of the rebellion is Chief Ephra Bulbasaur IV. He's citing your past transgressions as the reasons for the uprising. Your ill-advised prohibition of the sale of alcohol. The chiefs voted for that! God damn it! Angering the ancient tree grove for the sake of some lumber. Okay, that was bad. That's justified. Not to mention condemning Ephra III's soul to the ancient grove. Not gonna lie, yeah, that was really, really, really bad. Not a good move. Not the highlight. Yes. But you voted to ban the alcohol, okay? That's what I'm focused on. Is it too late to say sorry? It is! Now is the time for swords, not words. So here we are. Civil War. That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom is divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering before this is all over. So you found it in the code. It checks the sailor's region. Is in a rebellion, or if both regions are in rebellion. They acted like both regions were rebelling when the barons are not. Ah, okay. I'll go dig out the trebuchets. So, code error. Let's have a look. Too long have those bastards in the Crownlands held us down. Too long have they called us heathens and mocked our way of life. Aye! Now it is time to take up our axes and fight back. Morgana is with us. We'll burn their churches and string up their lying priests. Aye! This is a result of itching for a fight. Yeah, the Baron's itch has had disastrous consequences and has defined the entire reign. Now I ask you, brave chiefs of the Free North, where will we strike first? We can launch a preemptive strike against the barons to cripple their military capabilities. If we suspect the patricians may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the king's authority is low. Or finally, we could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. Dishonourable, of course, but convenient. What's it going to be? Preemptive strike? Patricians? Or send an assassin? Ephra wants to assassinate me. Thanks, Ephra. Question is, do the Pats want to rebel next turn? That's going to be a rough one. Oh, is that everyone? Okay, cool. There we go. Thank you for meeting with me at such short notice. The sum you offered piqued my interest. Offered piqued. What a... You understand why the sum is so high, though? Yes. You want me to assassinate the king. It is no trouble. I am a child of the Viper, and you have gold. And you want a man dead. He is dead. Get it done. Oh look, the barons are moving forward. Back in the march, the castle of Baron Hentidad, a number of figures crowd around an unassuming barrel. Look here, our first shipment from Kerf. Incredible, may I see inside? Careful with that torch, you fool, you'll blow us all to smithereens. The dastardly Hentidad? Yeah. So this is the fabled black powder. Incredibly powerful, but we need much more to put you on the throne. For the next stage of the Baron's scheme, they must raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons. I think, yeah, the Barons are going to walk that one. Oh, damn. Right, what do we do? Big. No, I'll stay as I am. I was going to tempt it with veto, but no. Pats can join the rebellion if they want. If 3 of them type !rebel. A new discovery though. Let's see what this is. Notices your gunpowder. Ooh, woo. What? The scholars you sent to investigate the strange harvest in the coast have finally returned. Our test came back negative. The blighted fields were dozens of miles apart, often with completely different crops. We've only found one thing in common. Yes? The ploughshares. They're all forged of iron from the same mine, owned by Lord Patrician Frostpunk. But that couldn't be the cause. It's impossible. Fetch Lord Patrician Frostpunk, would you? What's the meaning of this interruption, Your August Majesty? As in the middle of brunch. Have you noticed anything unusual at your iron mine? The ore has been odd recently. The miners say they hear whispering in their mines when they pull from the rock. That kind of thing. We must inform the council. Don't make me close down my mine, I'll be ruined. You know what, my loyalists, my beautiful loyalists. I don't want to shut down the mine. Can we examine the ore at the university if I do a call for unity? Yeah, please don't shut down the mine. I don't have a veto, so I can't force it, but please, let's examine the ore. Let's find out what it's about, rather than shut down the mine. That's a lot of wealth there. And then 100% I'm going to have the golden choice as much as I can. But I do need the unity. I need to stabilise. Please vote B, everyone. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Pats are coming in. Unity achieved! All we needed to do was get rid of the chiefs and we could have unity. Holy crap, look at that. Fantastic. Mwah! Chef's kiss. I knew it all along. Doesn't that lock the Pats? Yes. It does. Yeah, I only think one of you voted and it was a very slow vote. I will fetch a sample at once, Your Majesty. Okay. We're going to be looking at this all. Yeah, it's only Captain Chaz who wanted to rebel. Something's wrong. What's wrong? It's an evening like any other. You're sitting for dinner. Your servants heaping your table with dishes fit for a king. Goose tongue pie, roast boar, jellied pigeon. As usual, your husband has taken his seat beside you and is tucking in with gusto. Of course, your wine glass is never empty. Let's take a swig. Aren't you forgetting something, Your Majesty? Of course, each time your drink is refreshed, your honour guard must take the first sip in case of poison. It's highly annoying. Neither both. What is wrong with that wine? Before your astonished eyes, the honour guard who sipped your drink turns a distressing shade of purple. Then his eyes begin bugging out like an excited pug. Well, stop doing that. Ignoring you entirely, he starts swelling. Swelling and swelling and swelling until... Pop! He explodes, showering all the other honour guards, not to mention a few of your servants, with a foul-smelling purple liquid. Fortunately for your laundry staff, none of it splashes onto you. That poor bastard! As you speak, your voice dies in your throat. Uh-oh. One by one, the rest of your slime-soaked honour guards are turning purple. I'm going to get my husband to safety. You grab your husband by the hand and drag him from the dining hall. Oh, you saved me. Behind you, there's a series of grotesque pops as your honour guard and servants explode, one by one until there's nobody left. Yeah, it's pretty rough, ain't it? Goodbye to the honour guard. A few hours later, you go over the horrific events at dinner with your spy master. Your Majesty. That must have been terribly disturbing. What the hell happened? It was a very rare kind of contagious poison, known as Anwick's Cascada. It's caused the drinker to explode, and whoever is touched by the remains also explodes. You can imagine the results can be catastrophic. We're lucky that only your honour guard and a few servants died. I need time to process this. Of course, Your Majesty. The chiefs will stop at nothing, even murder to bring you down. Thank the Knight for your honour guard. May they rest in peace. Things could have gone very differently. Well, well, well. It's all good. Everything's coming up okay for us. What do we reckon? A great battle. This will be the test. Can we beat the chiefs in the field? Vast armies darken the landscape like the shadow of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding in rhythm with the marching of boots. The kingdom is gripped with civil war. At least that's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of the palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal. Your Majesty! The army of the north is advancing on the capital, led by that treacherous cur, Chief Ephra IV. I've received word from the commander of our loyalist forces in the coast. If they march now, they'll intercept the chiefs in a matter of days. Alternatively, they could join forces with the army of the march. It's risky, but together they'd have a higher chance of defeating the accursed chiefs. What are your orders, Your Majesty? Yeah. Eight to 5 isn't bad. It's not impossible odds. Yeah, let's go. Very well, Your Majesty. I'll relay your orders to Lady Patrician Moxie, the commander in the field. Moxie, when did you get here? I missed that. Welcome to the Pats. Patrician Moxie has joined the council, ready to take to the field for me. Hopefully they'll do as they're told. God knows treachery can thrive on a battlefield. We have our orders, but should we follow them? What will it be, patricians? Follow orders and fight? Defy orders to link up with the barons? Or hang back and let the rebels march on the capital without challenge? Don't worry, we'll make a wise decision. Oh wow, people are going to follow orders? Thank you for trusting in me. I don't know if that trust is well placed or not. Okay, it's a coin toss on this one, I believe. Either they're going to go fight or they're going to link up with the barons. Gamba gamba. Let's go! Let's go! It's time to fight! Bang your drums! Summon the men! The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace, waiting for your marshal's return. Come on. Please. It's got like a 30% or 40% success rate. It's going to be good. Finally, she bursts into your throne room, drenched in blood and sweat of battle. 20%! No! Oh my god! I didn't think it would be that bad. Oh no! Oh! 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 I was getting nervous, Marshal. At dawn, we drew up in battle formations. It's all very orderly at first, Your Majesty. But after the trumpets blow and the cavalry charge, it's nothing but blood and screams. The Northern Army smashed our troops, like the fist of the Ninth himself. I've seen some battles in my time, Your Majesty, but never a massacre like that. So much blood. We were utterly annihilated. Some of the coastal forces may have survived by fleeing to the hills. I don't know. I had to get out of there. How could this happen? We threw the dice, they came up snake eyes. These things happen in war. Pats with the 333, yeah, look at that. Praise the Ninth, they say. They've got the highest faith and their combined stats are 9. Enough belly aching. Let's focus on the next battle. Okay, let's do that. The coastal army was routed in the aftermath and scattered all over the countryside. It'll be months before they can regroup. We'll have to rely on the barons. It'll all come down to the next battle, Your Majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. And I shall lead the troops personally. I must advise against this. You'll be in great danger, and inspiring as your presence may be to the troops, your death or severe injury would destroy their morale completely. No, I'm not going to wait around. I've been drawn into yet another armed conflict. It's time to put an end to this. Very well, Your Majesty. I will prepare your armour and horse. We ride at dawn. I know why the Pats was scared. I was in charge of the trumpet. Oh, you got the horn. Yeah. Got them to buck it. You may lose your life, but you will not lose your money. That's what's most important. Lurks, money isn't more important than life. I mean, I am trying to save money so I can pay for stuff when things go wrong. Right. Carla's the only one moving on ahead. And the barons want to raise trade to 5 or more. I think they're going to walk that one. Only the chiefs are rebelling. Alright, we're going to do peasants on side, your heir, and then the final battle. Deep in the mountains, a group of rebel chiefs have gathered to discuss the civil war. With them are their spies, a cluster of nondescript northern citizens in ordinary clothes. Hello, noble warriors. I trust Morgana watches us this day. I also trust Morgana doesn't like the thought of King Ruperta II sitting all smug-like on the throne. That's precisely why I invited you here. We all know the patricians are in the king's pocket, but are they common folk? Lady Patrician Moxie has amassed vast wealth even in this time of conflict. I doubt it's shared with the ordinary people of the coast. Our spies should spread the word. We'll be kinder to the peasants than Lady Patrician Moxie and her corrupt compatriots. Northern spies just a peasant? Well, yeah. The best of the best. The gods are good. Let us decide on how to proceed. God damn. Okay, so chiefs, you've got a lot of stuff to vote for. You can bank on your trade. Promise riches to those who move or enlist. You can bank on your farming. Set aside farmland for new peasants to join. Or you can spend actual cash, which is what you're picking. So let's go. Trusted spies pour into the coast, spreading word about the generosity of the chiefs. It's not long before the plan bears fruit, and the peasants make a dangerous trek to the north, a golden glint in their eyes. Uh-oh. As the troops clean their weapons, make repairs and heal their wounds, one thing's for sure, they'll soon have a chance for some action. Oh dear indeed. Hopefully there will be enough of the kingdom left for them to enjoy once this is all over. This could be it. It's going to be very close. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council, holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask if my crown be passed down too. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. Boom! My cousin and adopted child. The assembled nobles break out in sporadic applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom, provided you can survive this civil war. My liege, may I be the first to congratulate you on adopting an heir? What is their name? Ruperta III. Hurrah, your majesty! I'm sure little Ruperta III will grant me a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the spy master soon. Well, we can't do it while we're at war, so... It's the night before the final battle. The atmosphere in the march camp is subdued. Everyone knows the chiefs are a formidable foe. Florison Tardrive, if I'm saying it right. And Sleek Avian, welcome back. Florian, where are you? There you go, you've been placed in the march. Nice hat. Loving the look. Well, come on in, just in time to fight a war for me. On the journey. Oh, and Sleek. Where are you? There you go. You're returning Baron as well. Welcome back. Florison, we like to play with some mild roleplay rules. So if you'd like to partake in that, we're more than welcome to have you. Otherwise, just please try to be understanding if people vote for stuff that doesn't necessarily coincide with a scheme. On the journey, you've had to leave most of the luxuries of a king behind, but your marshal was good enough to ensure the royal command tent is always well stocked with wine. Let's just steady our nerves. No, I'd be nervous. Don't you worry about that, Morgan. You take a sip and your hand trembles only slightly. Tomorrow we fight. How are you feeling, Your Majesty? A little nervous? Entirely natural. Anyone who's not nervous doesn't understand a tactical situation. Now that you're here, you will need to lead your troops, otherwise their morale will plummet. Yes, of course. Glad you understand. The next day, at an ungodly hour, you climb onto your warhorse and ride out to your troops to meet the chiefs on the battlefield. The sky is blood red. Flags whip in the wind, horns blow, drums beat. Both sides are in battle formations, with the enemy visible only as 1,000 gleams of sword and armour. Right. Your troops are looking at you. They expect a speech. Today's the day, gentlemen. Welcome to the field of valor, where heroes are forged and victory snatched by might of arms. May the ninth God smile upon you. If we die today, we die in glory. But please, try not to die. Your soldiers reply with a half-hearted cheer. Their hearts aren't really in it. Oh no. Ha-ha! I'm then going to hang back with the archers. I don't think I'm a charger. Rather than risking your neck on the battlefield, you decide to hang back with the archers. Close enough to the action that people can't describe you as a coward, but far enough away that you're probably safe. You watch the battle from afar, your heart beating in your ears like a drum, troops clashing back and forth across the churned, blood-soaked mud, clouds of arrows dropping down, soldiers dying in seconds. All you can do is watch and hope. 60%. Let's go, barons! The battle lasts hours and then, in an instant, it's all over. The chiefs are running, and instead of fighting them, your soldiers are cheering and chasing them down and shoving swords into their fleeing backs. Love it! Your marshal appears at your side, still astride her horse, a fierce grin on her blood-soaked, speckled face. Oh. Victory! Glorious victory! We did it. She claps you on the back. We did, yes. After the battle is won, comes the bloody unpleasant business of hunting down and killing the enemy before they can regroup. The screaming faces will haunt you for a long time. After that comes the celebration. Your soldiers rampage around camp, drunkenly singing raucously, just happy to see another nightfall. Meanwhile, you and your marshal retreat to your tent to plan the next move. Can't believe we've won. A glorious day, Your Majesty. Now we can. At that moment, a frantic soldier bursts in. Your Majesty, we've received word from our scouts. I don't quite know how to say this. Spit it out, damn you! Yes, ma'am. Your Majesty, the chiefs must have split their forces. The army we defeated was a diversion. They've got another regiment making its way through the Crownlands. They'll be outside the capital in a matter of days, and the barons are too far away to help. Oh, what do we do? I overcooked it there a bit, I think. We must prepare for a siege. We've got a lot of work to do. Build up the capital's fortifications, stockpile food, and train up a citizens' militia. Don't worry, Your Majesty. This is the last-ditch ploy of a defeated enemy. We need only outlast the siege, and the barons will come to our rescue. Alright, a new auction, everyone. So then, having a look at things, barons may want B, the Grand Bazaar. Other than that, it's a bit of a freebie. Shall we get more faith in the north? Or shall we, I guess, reduce either authority or stability? Or reduce faith in the coast? I think Chiefs may want this, actually. Yeah, it doesn't show the Chiefs thing, but yeah, Chiefs would like E the Observatory. So B the Grand Bazaar, E the Observatory. Here is everyone's money. Gonna start the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. The top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else shall be refunded back to you. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in. There is a delay on stream though, so I will type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. C&A Cathedral and Grand Bazaar. Boom. Get in there, get in there. Right, the Barons were successful, as were the Chiefs. Look at that. Faith is now good enough that should the Chiefs end the civil war, they'll pass their scheme. Okay, what have we found in the coast? Let's deal with this. We've had the most extraordinary findings after studying the corrupted ore, Your Majesty. Call it extraordinary. I call it heresy. What's this all about? High Inquisitor's here, making me nervous. I'm here to dissuade you from listening to this madman. Oh dear. All I want is to advance the cause of knowledge about the Church's ignorance getting in the way. What have you found out? I assume you know your scripture, Your Majesty. You know what happened to the 8th god after the manifestation of the 9th? Let's see, the 8th asunder lies entombed. Yes, yes, that's how the old song goes. The 8th god was torn into 8 pieces by the 9th, and each piece was interred deep beneath underground. After reviewing some ancient texts in our library, we believe that the iron mine of the coast was near one of these buried pieces. The ore is cursed because it is infected with the memories of a dead god. You seem excited. One of the most important discoveries of the modern age. If we're allowed to study this new ore further, perhaps we could create an entirely new kind of metal. I thought the ore was just weird. It's cursed by the 8th. Yeah. Worse than that even, it is the 8th. If this ore contains even a shadow of the 8th's power, we must rebury it all and collapse the mine on it. The 9th god denied the 8th. Must stay buried, and so it must be. You would be squandering a resource of potentially incalculable value. If we can remove the curse, we could unlock the power of a god. Wonder if that'll mean it'll sell for more? It might do. Alright, Pats, Barons, I promise you this golden choice. On A, let's continue to understand this all. Oh, ho, ho, yawn, yawn, yawn. Holy crap. Alright, I think that's pretty much everyone, isn't it? Yeah, more or less. Scholars thank you for your forbearance and promise that you will be rewarded. Meanwhile, the priests across the land preach that you are a heretic and a fool. Uh-oh. Your Majesty, I have some good news and some bad news. Which would you like first? Let's be the bad news. There is an outbreak of a rare disease called Timian's pox inside the city walls. Civilians are dying by the hundreds, and it will spread to our garrisons if we're not careful. And the good news? I have a plan for how we can turn this disease against our enemies. After all, they're but a stone's throw away from the walls these days. Okay. Timian's pox is spread by close contact to infected individuals, as well as through rats and fleas. It would be a trivial matter to spread such a disease to the traitors outside our walls. Devious and despicable, I love it. I knew you'd agree. Can we do it? Spread it to the besiegers? I'd like A, but B is also fine. It's up to you guys. Oh, 64%. So like nearly a 1 in a 2 out of 3 chance. I like them odds. Oh, sorry, Hoy. I think I cut you off there. But it looks like this is the way we're going. Your spy master arranges an elaborate ruse involving infected soldiers getting captured by the enemy. You await the results. The plan goes off without a hitch. It's not long before the pox spreads through the enemy camp like wildfire. Oh! Free military. Meanwhile, the pox spreads rapidly through the city. Oh, having failed utterly to contain it, the death toll climbs and climbs. Oh no. Furthermore, the nobles and your palace servants are also infected. Though you personally avoid the worst of it, nearly everyone in the city has lost someone by the end of the epidemic. Dear God, the Pats will be able to join the rebellion soon. The chiefs march through the crownlands, pillaging and burning. The roads are heaving with refugees and corpses clog the rivers. Yeah, good news, enemy is dying. Bad news, so's everyone else. Now the capital is surrounded, you stand on the ramparts of your palace, staring out in dismay at the army camp stretching for miles outside the city walls. Get down from there, your majesty. If they get lucky with a crossbow bolt. What are we supposed to do? The patricians and the barons are out there, Your Majesty. Admittedly, the patricians were overwhelmed and their armies scattered, but the barons have defeated the rebels at every turn. I hope they get here in time. The ninth god may decide our fate. As you finish your sentence, an immense trebuchet hurls a 10-ton boulder towards the capital. It crashes into a nearby clock tower, smashing it to smithereens. You're out of time? Yes. Gagazi, hello, welcome back. Where are you? There you are, you're in the Chiefs. Like I said, Your Majesty, you'd better get inside. Chiefs are currently trying to sack the capital. Everyone gets a common tax. Cats may now join the rebellion. Siege grinds on, oh dear. Another dawn breaks. The great army of the north sprawls outside your city walls. For the last 3 weeks they have tried to fight their way in. For the sake of transparency, yes, Northwind, thank you. Loyalists do win ties. The siege drags on and your food supplies are dwindling. The streets outside your palace explode in daily riots as citizens demand to be fed. As your marshal departs to organise the defences, blast breaks as soldiers howl outside the palace. Your Majesty, there's a baying mob outside. They claim you're conspiring the invaders. Wait, what? What? Why would they think that? On account of your husband's heritage, Your Majesty. Oh! Okay, wow, yeah, I don't see this one often. It took me off guard. They're demanding you lock him up in the dungeon until the siege is over. Don't be ridiculous, I trust my husband. The Chancellor scuttles away, and the right outside spreads like cracks in glass. Soon the entire city is engulfed in chaos. You sit on your throne and brood. As evening draws in, horns blast outside the city walls. The chiefs are mounting a final attack. Somewhere in a dark cellar, a nervous baron is showing their guest a stupendous cache of explosive gunpowder. I think it's 4-3, yes. Behold! Great God! In all my life, black gold dust. What are those? Cannons, my good friend, cannons and muskets too. Courtesy of the Republic of Kurth. They were very happy with our business. Now to decide what to do with all of it. Once we show our hand, there'll be no going back. Okay, barons, you can try and blow up the castle. That requires stability. But let's be honest, you can put these cannons and muskets to use. Raise your own military. B would set it up to win. I don't... Okay, you just want to blow up the palace? Both options. I don't know. Wouldn't it raise stability be stability 5 or more? But yeah, military run seems pretty good. Yeah, but I think the rebellion win is only 2 points of stability, right? With these explosive weapons, we'll be unstoppable on the battlefield. We need to make sure we have the troops to use them. Then we'll step up our recruitment so we're ready when the time comes. I'll get to it. For the final stage of their scheme, the barons must keep their military at 10 for 1 full season. I like the narrative behind this. The chiefs have blown their load, the patricians have got a bloody nose. Everyone's exhausted, and then after the Civil War, the barons are just going to show up with overwhelming force. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good game today. Notice his hentai dad's cannon. Ooh, what's that? Right, I don't really want to change my laws. 4-4. A grim dawn. I think we've won. The sun rises on a city in turmoil. The chiefs began their assault last night, and you've heard nothing outside but the screams and howls and the clash of blades since. Half the capital is in flames. Soldiers rush back and forth, shouting panicked orders. You haven't seen your marshal since the night before. Perhaps she's already dead. The royal court is empty except for you, your husband, and your cousin, cradled in the arms of their nanny. Their crying is giving you a headache. I should be out there with my battle axe in hand. I could be making a difference. You're right. Better go down fighting. I'll fetch my battle axe. Oh, Torgir's a good one. Look at him. Your Majesty, you must see this. Follow me. Alright, what is it, Spymaster? She leads you and Torgir onto the palace walls, where you look out over the endless mass of soldiers rampaging through the streets of the city. In the darkness of dawn, you can barely make them out. Only silhouettes and countless glimmers of torches. You duck as a burning arrow sails overhead. It looks like the situation is hopeless there, Spymaster. Look closer, Your Majesty. The army is shifting and convulsing like a great beast in pain. Horns trumpet, hooves thunder. The patricians and barons have arrived in full force. A mighty hammer smashing the chiefs against the walls of the city. After that, it's just mopping up. Chiefs make a final stand. They don't stand a chance. Their army is crushed. Dead man, thank you very much for the follow there. I appreciate that a lot. Welcome aboard. We are playing King of the Castle every Sunday. So thank you for following. You'll get notified next time we're playing. By dawn, the rebel corpses clog the rivers and blanket the city streets. The crowd feasts like never before. The crows, rather. The crows feast like never before. Not the crowd. Soon the armies of the patricians and the barons are parading through the streets, waving their banners and showing off their loot. Meanwhile, Ephra IV, leader of the rebellion, is brought to you in chains. Common folk crowd into the palace to watch the trial. We fought with honour, and our ancestors smile on us for resisting your tyranny. To the dungeon with you, Ephra. Step back to the silent Chief Ephra IV is dragged to your oblique. He is thrown into the darkness to reflect on his treachery. And just like that, the North is defeated. The rebellion is over. The kingdom is yours again. Everyone salutes in chat. Ephra IV has been put away. Ephra V has joined the council. The kill count hits its 5th mark today. Fantastic stuff. Oh, look at the military of the chiefs. Holy shit. As you sit rest pleasant atop your throne, the common folk raise a mighty cheer. Long live the king, they shout. Long live the king. Okay, meanwhile, in the north, the price for killing Honor Guard, yeah. It's all gone Pete Tong. Northern sages tell of Oddheld's horn, once gifted to mortals by the honey-blooded prince himself. Then lost to the snows of time, never to be found again. Until now. I have it! Oddheld has spoken. Last night during a storm I beseeched the drunken vessel himself, and lo, did lightning strike the earth far to the north. That is where we will find the horn. You mean into the frozen wastes? Aye. Have everyone muster their best warriors? We're headed to the domain of the ice giants. I mean, I know the barons are gonna win, but this is pretty funny. The next stage of the Chiefs' scheme, they must raise their military to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Beta, welcome. I think we're near the end though. I think we're gonna be done. But welcome on in. Welcome, you've been placed in the pass. We are cooked. Yep. Hey, we're back from questing for the journey Lord's Horn. Why is the capital red? The barons have done it. Please, everyone, do quiet down, one at a time. It starts as a day like any other. The patricians are arguing with the chiefs over something important, you assume. You had trouble keeping your eyes open through this whole thing. Yeah, I know that feeling. That's it. Until the marshal breaks into the room. Wait, that is until the marshal breaks into the room, waving a sealed letter in the air. Your Majesty, esteemed nobles, I hold in my hands a proclamation from the Barons of the March. You will want to hear this. Uh-oh. We, the undersigned, declare the monarchy and its council unfit for purpose, being unable to guide and safeguard the kingdom in these dangerous times. As such, we hereby proclaim the creation of a new military government, which will take effect immediately. Any resistance will be met with the full force of the march. Your Majesty, this letter has gone out to every town and city in the kingdom, to every noble and mayor and peasant alike. As the council chamber catapults itself into a frenzy, you notice the barons' benches, conspicuously empty. Your Serene Highness, allow us to put these treacherous dogs down. It would be my pleasure. Nonsense. Allow us the honour. The chiefs stand ready to assist you, Your Greatness. I'm not taking any chances. Fight together. They grumble about it, but agree. Within days, armies are raised to fight. Holy crap. What could have possessed the barons to go this far? Surely they don't believe they can go up against the rest of the kingdom. As it turns out, that's exactly what they were thinking. When the first reports come back from the front, the coastal and northern troops are fearful, even traumatized by the barons' military might. Cannons and muskets! They tore through my soldiers like they were paper. It was a bloodbath. The barons were hoarding gunpowder right under your nose. Just what they needed to seize the throne by force. Within a week, the loyalist forces are decimated and your marcher enemies are closing in. It's not good, is it? This disparity. It looks like the barons are large and in charge. This is worse than I'd ever imagined, Your Majesty. We simply cannot compete with these weapons. The North was rough on the Northern military, not this reign. I didn't do nothing. What are your orders? Well, I will evacuate the palace. Come with me, your majesty. I will escort you out to the catacombs. It's your safest way out. She hurries you down a flight of stairs through the dungeons, right into an open cell. Inside, if you please. Let's not make this difficult. Why has everyone forsaken me? I'm not sure. Perhaps it was something you said. But you know that's not it. She closes the door. Evil! Evil! Spymaster, how could you? The barons flood the capital by the end of the week, or so your jailers tell you. You expect to be dragged into public for an execution, but you remain in your cell. After what feels like months, you start to think they forgot about you. Finally, however, you're brought up to the council chambers in manacles. They parade you around in front of the other nobles, like a performing animal. Baroness Carla sits on your throne. What's the meaning of this? Be quiet, harebrain. You're not the one to give orders anymore. That's when you realise they won't get rid of you. You're far more useful alive as a jolly figurehead to keep the peasants in check and ensure a sense of continuality. At least until the new Queen Carla has cemented her rule. Yeah, they break into the rebellion and blow it all up, right? I think I've seen it once. It's good. You already know a few of the rats in your cell. You'll be spending many long years in their company by the looks of things. Oh no. Me and Gordo and Rizzo the rat. GG everyone. So barons in chat, what do you want Carla's ambition to be? It will be next week. I'm knackered for some reason. But congratulations to all the barons. I think you made it. So yeah, request for the barons: military, farming, trade, faith, ambition or stability. This will be for next week for our starting ambition. Nope, the rebellion valiantly at this stage involves Chief Ephra swearing loyalty to Carla in exchange for you getting sent to the north to be sacrificed. Oh, they sell me out. Well, fantastic work. King Ruperta II was kept in the dungeons as a hostage until he finally outlived his usefulness and was quietly fed some poisoned gruel. The chiefs abandoned their hopes for Odheld's horn, which passed into legend once more, a treasure fit only for seducing adventurers into the frozen wastes, where ice giants or hypothermia awaits them. The patricians failed to turn the kingdom's debts against it, and a moment had passed. Ever practical, they set about collecting interest and hoarding wealth, waiting for the time to scheme once more. With their shiny new guns, the barons secured a hegemony over the rest of the kingdom and installed Carla as unquestioned queen, at least until the bullets ran out a few years later. King Ruperta II the Unflinching. Unflinching is quite a nice name. Got a quite nice machina there. We were married to Torga and succeeded by Queen Carla. Morgrim has the most money, Glinda the least. Goodbye, Trocker. Everyone say goodbye to Troccanero in chat. It's a very rare title, is it actually? Unflinching? I'm not sure. We've had 2 losers so far in this dynasty, I noticed, looking at the VODs earlier. But yeah, Queen Carla looks, well, looks very unreasonable. Well then, farming for the world's biggest cucumber. Okay, it looks like farming then, I think.